Tuesday night. We got quite a few packs lined up, and you guys may have noticed I added a few new things, some higher lot offers, I guess. Last week, the 50 pack lots for the Prismatic sold out, so I did restock some of those, and then they sold out for this week. I did put a few more back up, but I did the same thing for Evolving Skies and 151 English. So if you want to go that route, you can. You can save a little bit of money, and then it also qualifies those of you who are community members at the Charmander, Charmeleon. I don't think it goes up to Charizard level. It might for the Evolving Skies, but good to see Ghost in here. He's always first. We got Steez. I know your order's coming up. We got Captain Chuck, Dylan Manic, Tyler Witt. I know we got your 2 orders in, Ludo's. And look at that, member for 22 months. Way to go, Captain Chuck. Now, if you guys notice right here at the top, it says last stream for a while. This will be my last stream for a good little bit. We're going to take a break. I'm not too sure when we're going to be coming back and doing these streams. Main reason is I just want to have more time for the family. We just went from basketball straight into volleyball, and I know the girls have track coming up, and then we're going to have a lot going on this summer too. So I am a little sad about that because these streams have definitely been going very strong, been building a lot of momentum. But this Tuesday, so if you guys want to get anything in, tonight would be it. Otherwise, a lot of the stuff is going to, it's not going to be for sale for at least for a while anyways. But yes, thank you, Cheeseburger. I am feeling better. Last week, man, it was weird. Like I felt pretty good a day or two after, and then it was like my throat and my sinuses, everything was like coming out. It wouldn't have been good to have that stream last week. Pokehunter says, "Sup, Rusty? Let's pull the Umbreon." I hope so, man. We haven't done it for Prismatic yet, have we? First order is going to be for Nicholas. No, actually, sorry. That's actually second box. The first box, it should be 151 first, yeah. So we have Charles here. So he picked up 151, English 151, and he had no bulk with his order. So we'll jump into that one. A lot of bulk was kept tonight, but I got most of it already pre-plasticed up, I guess you could say. If anybody does buy Evolving Skies, the bulk will be a little bit different on that one. You will keep the reverse hollows and regular hollows, but just know with Evolving Skies, it can be rough. These are straight from UPCs. I am confident that I don't have God packs, so don't buy based off of that either. What is up, Martial Law? Good to see you in here. Pack number 1, starting off pretty good. Got a Daisy's Help. We got 1 full art. For those of you who are wondering about CGC, I have yet to hear from them, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. The package was with them last Monday. That's when it delivered. So hopefully something soon. 3 for 3 so far. Got a Golem. Let me get these sleeves a little closer. I'm going to set them up here with the packs. As long as I keep them off camera. When we get to the 50 pack lots, it'll be, might have to move them again. Wheezing. Charles, I believe, bought in last week, but he's one of the, there was 1 or 2 orders I had to cancel out. And I told the guys that did buy in that if prices went up on anything, I would honor the old prices. So if you guys saw where 151 was 90 bucks, it only went up at the beginning of the stream back to 100. Dylan said, "Rusty, were your cards fake with that big CGC scandal?" I believe they are fake, but they are sitting with CGC right now, and I'm awaiting to hear what they're going to do. I've had several people reach out, and they've basically asked me to continue to keep everything kind of public, because some people are considering just going straight through lawyers. I really don't know what to say. I'm going to follow the directions on CGC's website, and I'm going to hope that they take care of me in the way that they should, which I would think that to be the value that I paid for the cards. Because, I mean, if you go off market value, I mean, I had the Charizard, technically the very first printed one, and it was the highest grade. So you should, I would say that being a 10 would have increased the value from what I paid. So I don't think you can say that the market value would be less unless you're going to compare it to now once everything has been determined to be forgeries. No, this is not Charles Barnes. PokeHunter, Rusty, are the cards fake? And if so, are you going to quit grading with them? So the prototypes, I'm going to see how they handle it. That's what I'm kind of waiting on. I think that's what everybody's waiting on. They messed up. They didn't, authenticate them in the way that we would have been appropriate, I guess. But you got to think, you're getting information directly from Akabane, one of the original creators of Pokemon. If he tells you something came from his personal collection, you can't trust that guy. Who are you going to trust? Like, we're already putting our blind trust in distributors, right? Then they're not even really associated with Pokemon. They just buy product and they move it. And then they're putting their trust in the Pokemon company. So, I don't know. It's a sticky situation. There's a lot of stuff that could have been... There are a lot of steps that could have been put in place. Like, the fact that Pokemon Flying Master and that other guy, they figured it out, but CGC didn't. I think that's what is kind of getting to everybody. Man, we didn't finish very strong, did we? I started out pretty strong. Because they're supposed to be an authentication grading company. Like, when it gets stuck into that holder, that's them saying, hey, we've determined that these are indeed authentic. Alright, Nidoking was the only illustration rare. Had 3 energies. Really just had the 4 hits there. Had the Golem, the Zapdos, and then the full art Daisy's Help. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know once I hear from CGC on what they plan to do anyways. Wait, he had 1 more pack. There we go. 2 more packs. Look at that. Shorted him 2 packs. I pre-count him out. See if he gets anything in this one. Oh, did get another energy. Captain Chuck. The bonus. So are you still going to grade with CGC? I am waiting to see how they handle this. I have, man, was that 4 of the lightning energies like that? I have not submitted anything since this has happened. I'm still, the silence after them saying that they were going to, or Matt saying that he was going to do something. And then nothing happened that day. And it was about a week later almost when they come out and said something. And then it is pretty vague what they said, so... I do have stuff at CGC. I'm still continuing to sell. It's not like the cards that have been graded are any less real, right? It's just the unique stuff that people were questioning in the first place. All right, so this is Kevin. Kevin, if you're in the chat, we're on to your products now, or we're on to your 10 prismatic booster packs. Sphincter Lord, it's all speculation, but I know some people like Rattle think CGC was potentially in on it. I don't see how. Like, what would they have to gain to be in on it? I just think that they got duped. I got duped, I didn't even get it directly from Akabane. I got it from his grandson, and to me, that was enough provenance, and I went with that. And then, I did talk with CGC, and because while I was there, the guy was like, just check with Matt. He'll verify that I'm legit, and we can get these cards graded. And that was it, I mean, I wasn't supposed to share his picture or whatever, but I think his picture's out there now. Most everybody knows that who Chimera is. And then the guy that I technically went through to pay through, that was a Royal something or other, TCG Japan on Instagram. He's just kind of washing his hands completely of it. He still will communicate with me, but he's like, I don't know where Chimera is. I don't know how to get in a hold of him, but he's the one that gave me his banking information. So I have all this personal banking information, but it's easy enough for somebody to switch banks. I don't know if that's going to be very helpful. But I do hope that if the FBI reaches out to me about any of the information, I will definitely be cooperative. I wouldn't even know how to go about doing something like that, but I'm kind of seeing how it's approached from CGC side. If they request any information from me, for proof of the sale or anything like that, yeah, I'll be able to provide that because I have those records. EOU says, hoping you get some bangers. I hope everybody does. And then Martial Law, thanks for the super chat, man. There's that, what I call that, some kind of a dancing pair, or karate pair. Definitely appreciate it. Heard you guys had some, or it might have been Joe. Maybe it was Joe said he had pretty bad luck with his Prismatic. There's the Scoop Up Cyclone. Up to 2 hits. And then the final pack. So for the Prismatic, I'm going to continue with what I've done up until now, which is if you only get, okay, so those are going to go right here. If you only get 2 hits, or if you get less than 2 hits, I'll give you 3 packs until you get over those 2 hits. If you same thing with if you get exactly 2 hits, then I will give you 3 additional packs. If you only get 3 hits, then I'll give you 1 additional pack. So for this order, you did get the 2 minimum, but since you only got 3, you still get 1 bonus pack. All right, nothing there, but I'll throw in that since you paid for your bulk. Yeah, it's not too bad with the full arts. You got the Atticus and the Friends and Paldea. Not the special illustration rares that we want. What's up, First Tomu? What does Tomu stand for? It's all capitalized like it's an acronym. All right, next up we have Tyler. He also picked up 10 Prismatic, keeping his bulk. I see a cat there. I really prefer the English artwork for the Leafeon over the Japanese version. Tyler says he's here. I got your 50 packs coming in a little bit later. I believe that was you. There's another Atticus. I've already pulled 2 of the same full art. Maybe we can do that with a Umbreon. That'd be nice. Bronzong, Houndoom, Espeon. Got a regular Umbreon. Alright, so far 1 hit. See the Johnny 007 in here. Man, yesterday I played basketball for the first time after that dude landed on my leg. I was limping up and down the court, but I was a fast limper. Like, we still did pretty good. Like, we ended up winning the game, which I thought that was going to give us the 1 seed for the B bracket, which is like the losers tournament, I guess. I only got to play 4 out of 12 games. There we go. Got a nice Master Ball and a full art time. But last night we beat the team that's technically the number 1 seed for that tournament. But we didn't get the number 1 seed because they had 5 wins. We had 4 wins. Our next game will be on Thursday, so we'll see how that goes. Even with my bum leg, I think I pulled, it was 21 points last night. Got the Ogerpon and Scoop Up Cyclone. First Tomu, my name is Tommy, but Sagar from RGP used to say my name like that. Huh. Tomu sounds like time. Alright, there are your 5 hits. Not too bad from 10 booster packs. The Johnny 007 says, anyone crying yet from Evolving Skies? As of when we started the video, nobody had bought into them. I do plan to move these packs if they don't sell. It's kind of hard to go much lower than that when you've got people like Catch 'em All Collectibles buying them up. offering to buy him on his buy list for $17.50 straight. That's not too bad. If I could just move all of them at once at that price. All right, Justin, you're next. We've got your 151 packs. I just fired up the golf simulator, says First Tomu. Pack number 1. Dylan says, did you hurt your knee? Technically, I did hurt my knee, but that's not what got hurt. I sprained my left ankle and sprained my tib fib. Plus, I had a contusion on my tib fib. Really what hurts is my bone. And my Achilles hurts now, which is weird because my Achilles didn't hurt initially, but that's really what was holding me back on being able to like run like fast, like do sprints, and to be able to jump fully. And it's been sore today. Been limping around like an old man. Ghost, did you get Evolving Skies? Says, no, it's been brutal to me. Yeah, Evolving Skies, definitely tough. The Johnny 007, how much pain was involved? I went straight to the urgent care, and then I went back to urgent care 2 days later because I was still like in rough shape with my leg. But thankfully, when the dude fell on my leg, he did not snap it. I thought it was for sure snapped. Lots of just energies. Ghost said, gonna stick to vintage for a while. So far, no hits, but I am popping out your energies over here. Old man problems, I hear you. Rusty, get on that ice bath grind. It's a win for joints and such. Well, I've got a pool. It's filled with water. It's not going to be open for a little bit until they can finish up the grading. Okay, so Justin, we're going to get you some more packs. 151 is a set that you should also at least get 2 regular hits from. I don't know if I have 151 over here or not. Might have to get some from behind me. Nice big box. All right. Not gonna sleeve up the bulk on these, but we'll open these up until we get you some hits. All right, nothing in that one. I've heard the ice bath stuff is pretty good. Man, when me and my wife, we jumped into the pool, because it's still about 6 inches short. Like, I think they got some work to do, like put in the umbrella poles and some other stuff. But, man, it was cold. It'd gotten up to like 70 degrees here. And, I mean, it was still getting down to like 30 or 40 at night. So, it was not exactly very warm water. I mean, the water had just been put in there directly from, I guess, the well. No, not the well. That house down there is actually on city water. That would have been bad. 4 days running the water off a well. But yeah, we jumped in. It was so cold. Wow. Like, even right now outside, it's 34 degrees. It's been like that and raining all day long. I guess it's easy to keep the temperature low this time of year. All right, well, we got you up to 2 hits. Took some extra packs. Took almost 20 packs. 151's not hitting good just yet. Ghost said grab some from the heavy stack, TC. If only I had one of those. If that was a superpower, that'd be nice. The Johnny 007, any updates? So far, none. They haven't got back to me yet. 2, 3, and 4. And here we go. So we got Steez. If you're still in here, man, your 30 prismatic packs are up. XP says, still time to buy packs and get them open live? Yes. I'm willing to go pretty long tonight if we need to, because it's going to be the last stream for a while. So if we end up opening until midnight, that'll be what happens. Killian says, I turned 35 last year and I'm suddenly feeling every joint ache and pain with increasing regularity. I'm starting to feel it too. It's dumb. The frailty of the human body. Ghost said it was 9 degrees this morning. I wish it had been 9 degrees here, because then we'd be getting snow instead of just as cold as you could possibly get rain. It's supposed to get down to 33 tonight, 100% chance of rain. So lame. Well, Steve, so far you've only got one hit, but at least it's a good one. It's a Master Ball Jolteon. That's all you got on the first set of packs. All right. Keep rolling. This should be 7 packs. Was the first one 7 or is this one? No, the first one 7, so this will be 8 packs. Ghost said only like 2 inches of snow left at the moment. You're lucky. So Johnny 007 says he's in Richmond, Virginia and got 6 inches today. Yeah, there's a big difference usually between Virginia and North Carolina with that snow. Captain Chuck, I am not doing middleman grading at the moment, but I would recommend just sending them in yourself anyways. It's going to save you a little bit of time, and it's kind of cool just to know that you can do it. It's a really simple process. Because I assume you're talking about PSA. Just go psacard.com, hit submit, and just go do it. In fact, your first submission, oh yeah, I can do a little bit of sponsorship right here. TCA 25. You can get $25 off. Meatbox, how many evolutions have you pulled? TCA, curious. Man, I don't even know. Tonight, none. Kirkland just bought Prismatic, hoping for something decent. Hope so as well. So far, it's been a little dry tonight, which we haven't opened a ton of packs yet, but we're getting there. Applejack says, Rusty, did you see PokeRef try for a 10 on those Black Star promo Venusaurs? I did not, but I'm guessing he was not successful. You guys update me if he has the results in. Alexis, are the loose prismatic packs from the ETBs or just random stuff? It could be from ETBs, poster, the EV binder collection, poster collection, 3-pack blisters, or the surprise box. That's the most recent one. Once I open the stuff up, I just have big brown boxes that I put all the loose packs in. Yeah, we definitely got some good mods here. Martial Law says it's still $150 for a membership, I believe. Yeah, that'll be good for a year. And that's, I think you only need it if you're wanting to do like bulk. Nice little Umbreon. Captain Chuck, I'm going to rewatch your video on it. I'll get them there myself. Thanks. I'll use your code. There we go. A lot more people have used that code than I would have thought. He got wrecked. The best was a CGC 9.5. Honestly, that's not bad. The best I ever did was a PSA 9. And I literally took, it was between 40 and 50 of the Venusaurs that were still sealed in that little green pouch. And they had all been kept together, stored together. Pulled them out. But I think I might have got like 5 9s. The rest were 8s and 7s. It was pretty bad. How many did he submit? Dylan said no, he got a CGC 9.5, so maybe a PSA 10 if he crosses it over. Dude, that ain't going to cross. He's going to have to crack it and take a chance. Dude, I sent in 20 CGC 10s, some of the best ones that I could find. Not a single one of them crossed. In fact, they don't even list CGC as a grading company as one of the options to choose from for their crossing over. There's like BGS, SGC, and a bunch of others. For CGC, you have to put other. I mean, it's kind of like a, I don't know, it seems like a little kick in the shin type deal, but I did 0 for 10 on 10s. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, but so there's no way. I don't see a 9.5 crossing over, especially for a card that's so low. It should be still under 10 pop. I think it was like pop 7 when I picked mine up. It's such a hard card to find in that 10 grade. Killian, have you got any of the graded Evolution Cosmos Holo promos back? Yes, and I have them up on eBay. I will say I got wrecked pretty bad on the pristine level. I submitted for some of them 70 or 80 of them. The ones that were easier to get. The most I got was 1 pristine on a single card. So I had 4. There's 6 promos. I got 4 out of the 6 in a pristine, but those were the only 4 pristines I got on the entire bulk submission. And then PSA is so far behind. They just now scanned in my order as received. So they are way behind. CGC has already returned everything. I did get some regular 20 or some regular 10s, but no, I did not get any. I did get 4 pristine 10s, but there was 2 of them I didn't get any pristines on. The Johnny 007 says PokeRef submitted 20. Yeah, so I submitted double, and they were all completely untouched. I didn't buy them raw. Like, I pulled them. I was the one who pulled them out of the pouch that they come in. And I went over. Ortega. Anthony says he's been hunting that card for years. If you're talking about the Venusaur, I know a lot of people who have been. They come up every now and then for like 25K in a PSA 10. I got mine for 10,000, and I took crap from somebody on IG over it. It's like, to me, it was worth it, and I got to do trade for part of the deal, and it definitely looks good. Oh, let me put this in here. Let me see how many hits you got right here. So a 30. So you should be at 9. So got 3, 6, 9. So like if those have been your 3 10-pack hits, so you'd still get 1 free pack for each one of those. 1, 2, 3. Because you did hit the minimum, but because you just barely hit the minimum, you still get 1 free pack on each one of those. US Jumpin' Dad, do you have a real one like the 20K one? Yeah, I have one in my personal collection. So Bitter Being says it's pop 9 now. It surprises me that it's even went up to that. So far, pulls tonight haven't been nothing spectacular. PSA changing their standards to 55-45 is BS. I don't even know if that's true, dude. I think Nate was just talking, or they just changed something up on the website for the heck of it. Or Nat Turner. Because I just had some cards graded with PSA. They're definitely not 55-45, and they pulled the 10. Typically, when I send stuff in, if I think it can get the pristine because of the centering, I send it to CGC. If it's a higher end card that's over $100 and it's off center a little bit, it's going to PSA because I know it's probably still got a decent chance of pulling a 10. And the PSA 10 is going to be a lot better than the CGC 10, and it's not going to get the pristine 10, so there's no point even trying for that. All right, next up we have Tyler. 50 prismatic packs. Look at that. All right, so let's just go ahead and start into it. XP PSA is being crazy slow for me too. Thankfully, I had a bunch of stuff that was submitted like gradually, so I'm still getting orders back from them, but yeah, they slowed down quite a bit. Anthony said it's technically Pop 8. There was a card graded End of 2022, they got a 10, had scratches and corner dings. Found the seller, and he said it was a PSA 6. He cracked and regraded, hoping for an 8. What? And they pulled the 10? That's crazy. I pulled that base set Mewtwo a while on here and got a CGC 10. Been tempted to crack and send a PSA, but too risk averse. WotC Hollows at PSA are usually it's pretty tough. Just sold for $18K on Fanatics like 2 months ago. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that it's in that range. It's a really niche card compared to something like a Umbreon. Not many people know that it's that hard to grade in a 10, and those that do probably don't care. Karchi. I must have missed something from Karchi. Sorry about that, man. But thank you, Ghost, for giving him some instructions. Killian, what's your opinions on Tag? So it's hard for me to give an opinion on a company that I haven't used before. I think people do like their clear cases. As a seller, that's the one thing that I don't like about CGC. Not because it doesn't look good, but because it doesn't scan easy. And I have to always be like wiping down my cases front and back so it doesn't show every little piece of dirt. So I imagine Tag's going to have that same issue. But being clear as a buyer, I think it is nice for the focus to be on the card. And I like that they're consistent with that white. As for the 3-digit number, I don't know if I care that much about that. Like, I'd rather just see the one big number. We'll see how the market, feels about it by the sales that come out of it. But like, I don't like 9.5. I don't even like 8.5s. I'd rather just have 1 through 10, and we could leave it at that. I get it. I get that it's not as accurate, but I mean, just be easier. I think having a whole number that they assign to it, like when they do the 10, if it's a 951 or whatever it is, I think that's a nice touch. Hey, A-Dub, I am doing well. Hope you are too. Anthony, you also have the Unlimited T17, right? No, I do not have Unlimited. I've got the first edition. The Unlimited I had a chance at a few times, but I just I passed it up. The Yanma and Smeargle are low pop cards too. Yeah, I've got those. The set that I've got the least from, I want to say, is Neo Rev. I think I've got like 2/3 of Neo Rev. I'm not actively pursuing them either. There's a pretty big price tag for the PSA 10. There's certain cards I have a lot of in CGC 10, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm paying literally 1/10 of the price for some of the cards. Matthew says, do you know if BGS upcharges if value greater than declared? I don't really do anything with BGS anymore, so I can't tell you. I don't see why they would upcharge it, because they don't have an insurance policy that covers if it's not authentic. So I mean, why would they upcharge? Ghost, I have a PSA 10 Unlimited Hollow Slowking from Neogenesis. Pulled and graded myself a couple years ago. That's a big card. I think the last one I sold, I mean, it's been a couple years. I want to say it was like $6,600, something like that. Applejacks, how do I find the Arcanine promo in CGC 10? Talking about the number 6. So I just gotta look for it. I'd submitted a handful of those to CGC. I don't think I got any 10s. Most of mine were off center. Buddy Puffin. Ooh, look at that. Got an Eevee Master Ball. So we've gotten 2 Evolution Master Balls so far, but no SIRs. I don't think PSA could afford to change up their slabs. Like, they've had a fairly consistent look for a long time. Thinking of buying an unlimited CGC-10 Neo Lugia, clean back but centering issues. What price are you looking at? Martial Law says the 3-day turnaround is the most appealing with tag. Fast turnaround time is always nice, especially with new stuff. Killian says he just doesn't like the PSA red. Yeah, if you don't like the red, PSA is not your company. It'd be tough to switch with so many cards in circulation. 100 million slabs. Whew. That's rough. Yeah, 1850 is not bad. I want to say I got right at 2,000 for the last one that I sold. Snorlax. Come on, Tyler. It's time to see an SIR. We haven't seen one yet. Didn't happen in the fourth set of his 7 blocks of packs. Let's see what's next. There we go. Dusclops. I never know if that Master Ball is going to be in the first slot or the second slot. It's like if there's a Pokeball in the first slot, then the second slot will be the Master Ball. But since they can come in the first or second, you'd think that it's possible to pull 2 Master Balls, but I haven't done that yet. Has anybody seen that? Dylan says he loves the PSA slab personally. It's simple. Fifth viewer, I just want a Scyther SIR in the Destined Rivals. My boy needs love. Uh-oh. Look at that. Bam. Got the Umbreon. First time we pulled it. Way to go, Tyler. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Maybe if somebody gets the Evolving Skies, we can match it up. He got it. First SIR of the night, too. Is Tyler in here? Did he get to see it in real time? Just picked up a Toyota Pikachu PSA 10 and BGS 9. Fan Club Porygon, thinking the Lugia or Shadowless Charizard PSA 7-8. I assume like next. Look at that. Triple Evolutions pack. Tyler, go buy a lottery ticket. I'm going to stick some of your, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm going to leave that one out, but I'm going to stick these other 11 in here. We'll keep up with the numbers for the end in case you get extra packs. So it exists. It does exist. Leave that one sitting here in the background. Sparkling Crystal and a Noivern. Only time I saw a Pokeball and Master Ball in one pack, it also had an Auto Energy card on it. What do you mean by an Auto Energy? Was that like that pack that was that rattle covered where the dude was like scamming or something with repacks? Glaceon. Marshall, I think Pokemon pays its creators to put it in there randomly as it clearly doesn't come in real packs. Well, we've been through what? Probably 1,000 packs at this point. That was our first one. Espeon. It'd be nice to pull another one. Pyroar. All right, still got, I think there's 6 packs left in that last one. So I want to say it was 7-8-7-8. I gave 30 packs, and then it was like 7-7-6 for the last 20 packs. That's like how I counted it out for like the 7 blocks of these that I did, if I remember right. Yeah, there's 6 packs in that one. Last 6 packs. So Regigigas. There's the regular Umbreon. Unless you get bonus, which I think you're pretty good. I think, oh, look at that. There we go. Got a gold Walking Wake. Not too bad. Man, the texture is so thick on those gold cards. Going on vacation. Actually, well, in time, yes. Anthony said, can you put a microphone on your hand so we can hear the swipe of the cards louder? It's like a directional mic, so it's like pointed away from it. Vaporeon and Iron Hands. There we go. Tyler, how you feel about your cards, man? All right, so I put 11 hits in the other one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which means that you would have had 4 hits on 40 of the packs, and then 3 hits on the last 10. So you actually still get 1 bonus pack for your 1 unlucky set of 10. Prime Catcher. Still pulled you a nice hit out of it. Or actually, I mean it's one of the most playable, right? There you go, man. There's your Umbreon. First one we've seen on the channel. All right, and we are officially through the first of 2 boxes that was bought prior to the stream starting. Let's see who is next. Got Nicholas, 50 prismatic, no bulk. Keep the Pokeballs. You guys are going to have to help me remember to keep these Pokeballs. All right, here we go. The Johnny 007, hear me out. He doesn't need the bonus pack. Don't worry, I got enough to make sure that everybody gets as they're supposed to. Heatran Master Ball. How does the queue look? So I can see up through, well, I mean, I haven't checked it since it started. But as of when the video started till what we've got going here now, I've got 50, 80. I've got 120 packs still to open up before I see what's been bought since the beginning of the video. I don't know if anybody has. Wait, I'm over here skipping the Pokeballs, aren't I? Right off the bat. Let's see. There's one. Is Nicholas here? Is he in the chat? I don't know if he is or not. We're going to rip on through these. 1 hit so far with the Master Ball Heatran. Master Balls have not been as heavy tonight. We've seen 2 evolutions, which that's been nice. Anthony says, I wonder how long it'll take for everyone to realize the gold Pikachu is the only important card from the set. It's a tough pull. I ended up buying 20 of the Japanese versions, graded them. I think I got about half of them in pristine. I just set them back. I'm not selling any of those. The 10s, I don't think I sold either, but I might end up selling those. XP, did we have to specify that we want to keep Pokeballs in your order? So if you go with no bulk, it actually says like on the thing, like it doesn't include any like the reverse hollows. I will do the Master Balls, but if you want to keep the the Pokeball reverse hollows, yeah, just put it in a message on there, and usually I can add those and it doesn't cause any issues. Now, if there was like 50 of them and it jumped the weight of your order up, then you might have to go back to the regular price of shipping, but I doubt it would be. You'd still save some money because you still got to see all the extra cards you're cutting out. But yeah, I don't include the hollows or the reverse hollows. Just include like the hits for the Master Ball, the regular EXs, Ace Specs, and all the hits higher than the regular EXs as well. Then we got a third Evolutions Master Ball. Man, my lower lip is getting a little chapped. That's kind of weird. XP, did you have an order that you put in? Because if you did, I'll try to make a note of it. PokeFanboy says he'd love to see a Flareon SIR pull tonight. I think any Evolution SIR, I am fine with that. XP okay on my order, I'll let you know. I'm also totally okay with upping the cost for shipping if it needs to be. Yeah, I mean, if you want everything, just select, just like when you do the order, don't hit the no bulk option. Because, like, I'll send all the cards. What I do is I typically have a no bulk option, and that's just so that people can save on shipping. Because some people just want the hits. But some people want the hits, and then they also want the reverse hollows. And, you know, I'm fine with that usually. Just let me know. Glaceon. Still only the Umbreon is the SIR. I mean, that's the best one you can get. But hopefully we'll see some more. Or even if it's just all Umbreons, I'm good with that too. Who wouldn't be, right? XP says, okay, I already put in order about 30 minutes ago. What was the name on the order? That'll just help me remember too. Then, of course, if you're around, just help me out with it. Need to see the English God Pack. I know. I want it as well. Dylan is calling Espeon. We've seen what, 2 demigod packs? Brian, got you. That's a different guy. This one's having a decent amount of hits. Old Nicholas here. Master Ball. About went right over that Sneasel. Man, I love the way the English packs just like, they just pop right open. PokeFanboy says, hoping for something big for him. The Vaporeon Master Ball is pretty sweet though. Yeah, usually 50 packs. You hope that you get something good. Another Master Ball, Bronzor. Joe says you don't have any more of the 10 Prismatic up on the site. Was that all that you had available? If we sold through, that means we got another 110 packs lined up beyond what was put up. There should be a 50 available. Like, I just restocked one of those because we had sold out of the 50 as well. So we'll see if that sells through. But yeah, if it's sold through on the 10, we'll just see how the night. Uh-oh, is this a God Pack? Oh, start off with the Eevee Master Ball. Oh, it is. Oh, man. Leafeon. There's your Flareon. Man, these have good centering, too. Vaporeon. Glaceon, well, that one doesn't. The Vaporeon did. Jolteon, Espeon, Sylveon. Oh, another Umbreon. And then you got the Eevee, and you also have an Energy. Whew. Way to go, Nicholas, man. You hit a nice streak here. Big boy. Sorry, if you had something in chat, I think it's gone. Somebody just said they wanted to see the English God Pack. There it is, man. You hit it. Now you have a nice stack of hits. Big boys. Is this Nicholas Thays? Thays? Is this your stuff right here? Oh, there he is. He says he can retire. I agree. You can retire for a little bit anyways. What's up, programmers? Coming in with the 5 free memberships. First Tomu picked up one of those. The Johnny 007. Backward. Oda Komoda. And then, was that all 4? Or that was 5? Oh, Wes Bragg. Dude, you got something free. You got a membership. We have an upside down. We have an upside down Pokeball. Marshall Law said he called it. Thanks for the super chat, dude. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, somebody had called it. They were like, let's see it. And then there it was. Again, programmers, thanks for the memberships, dude. So Wes Bragg got something for free. It wasn't a giveaway, but at least you picked up something off of another upside down Pokeball. I wonder if this is going to be a thing for a few packs now. And then there's Sylveon. Wow. All kinds of stuff hitting at once. The Johnny 007 said, Rusty, that's a 9K pack raw. Wow. I guess you could weigh those out. I mean, because that's definitely going to be heavier than a regular pack. Nicholas says, I'll email you those about sending those to PSA. It would be nice to get those in quick, wouldn't it? That's crazy. Whisper accent, I know, right? Hey, Alice. Dylan said he called the Espeon. You still got more packs to go, man. We still got like a decent little stack here. So, who knows? Maybe you'll get something else. Gotta make sure I don't skip up over the Pokeballs. Terrapagos. This set has a lot of regular EXs. It's kind of cool that they threw some in here that you don't see on the Japanese prismatic side, like the Pikachu and the Snorlax. Giacomo. Let's go play in traffic. That's why they don't sell prismatic singles. It's noticeably heavier. Oh, well, I mean, I sell single packs. I'm trying not to forget the Pokeballs. If you guys see me skip over one, make sure I didn't just miss one. I don't think I have. 2 more to go. Joe says, sorry, first time here. Buying from your eBay is all legit, correct? Never bought online before. Yes, sir. All these packs come from the same place. Just my regular boxes of stuff that are breakdown. PokeFanboy was here. I think you have at least 20 hits, but we'll count them up just in case. Because if you get to 20, that means you hit 4 hits on average. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, yeah, 21, 24, 27, 30. Man, you did pretty good. On top of the fact that you did amazing with the God Pack. And I got your Pokeballs in here. I doubt the Demigod packs are weighable because you have... It's just replacing the 3 hollow spots, right? It would have to just be the regular God packs. All right, let's see who's next. We have Trevor. Picked up 30 packs, or 20 packs. Anthony says, very convenient. PSA added the new tier. I'm going to use that as my primary tier now. What's the new tier that they added? Nice Leafeon. That one there. He keeps all of it, so I don't have to pull it. Usually, if it's like a evolution Pokeball, like I'll make that. I won't put that into regular bulk. But he's doing all his cards anyway, so that's why I'm still leaving it over there. Here's an EVEX. Nicholas, definitely appreciate you buying in, man. You hit the God pack. Tyler, can you send a CGC with it showing pulled on your channel? So what I'll do is, I know several people have asked about like the grade tonight. Any of the big hits that were hit tonight, if you guys do want to send to CGC or PSA, I'll make that happen. Send me an email and I can send you a link and tell you how you can check out with that stuff on my website. I didn't put it up there since it was like the last stream, but we'll make it happen. So yeah, I can get a pedigree. I can't say for sure that if things have changed, you know, that we'll be able to get it, but we'll definitely try. In the past, I've been able to get a pedigree anyways. Mega Man, member for 18 months. He says, let's go. Thanks for being on the channel for 18 months, dude. Got a time. Year and a half. It's crazy thing. I didn't do live streaming for the longest time. I think I started maybe about 3 years ago. At first I was doing it once a week, then quickly went to twice a week. And then I dialed it back, and then we stopped for a while. We were doing vintage for like a year. Like that was like the main draw. And now we're back to modern. Joe said the people that bought the 50X Prismatic Evolutions really hit big. They did. I think the last guy who did 50, he went almost all the way to the end without anything, and then he hit a Leafeon. It kind of bailed him out. Julian says these come from the second wave products. I'm not too sure. It might have been a mix of both. So the tier, Anthony said, is the Value Max tier. $59.99, 15-day, $1,000 insurance per card. I mean, that's kind of expensive. I think you can get like the walkthrough at CGC for like less than that, $59.99. But I guess if you're going for, you know, just the PSA thing, I get it too. But I don't know. I haven't submitted much. I think I did send something to PSA this past week. What did I send to them? I sent the surprise box stuff. I opened those up and I sent my pulls from the surprise box to them. I think I would have typically sent some of those to CGC, and then I would have sent some to PSA, but I ended up sending them all to PSA in light of, you know, what's happened with the protos until we can figure out more on what they're going to do about that. Joe said those are some nice hits though for the risk. That's what we all want. Are those evolutions? Yeah, evolutions are definitely going to be the way to go. Yeah, we've had at least 3 Pokeballs. They've all been Pokeball reverse hollows, and they were upside down. Unfortunately, the backside wasn't. Ooh. Look at that, a Demigod pack. Last pack for Trevor, too. Picked up a Crispin, an Eevee EX, and an Amaris. I would have preferred the Sylveon. But wow. Very close Demigod and regular God packs. That was pretty cool. I think you did hit, yeah, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so you were definitely over on the hits. That was pretty good. All right. First time we've had a God pack, and then we also have a Demigod pack in the same one. Maybe we'll hit some more of those tonight. That'd be cool. Alex said that's the exact Demigod pack I pulled before. Was it on here or was it somewhere else? We had a pretty slow start, but it's working out a little bit better right now. All right, George, good to see you back. Got 20 Prismatic, no bulk. Let us know if you're in chat, man. Ogre Pond. Now, I'm going to preface this. Do not buy Evolving Skies thinking you're going to hit Umbreon. But it would be cool if somebody did buy in and we hit the Umbreon or the Sylveon or something like that. And of course, the Umbreon's a big hit from there. But if we could hit one of those in the same night, I wonder if that'd be a first. Alex said he pulled himself. Nice. How many packs have you bought into? I don't know how many of these I've opened up for myself. Probably less than 50. No, because I had that 36 pack break. It's pretty much every one that I've opened for myself has been on camera. So I'm probably at about maybe 60, 70 packs. Westbragg said it started out low because he was late. Came right in when you were opening a God pack. There it is, man. And then you got that membership. So Anthony says his turnaround times have been flying at PSA. 3 submissions this year and all came back 2 weeks early. CGC is slow. I'll be honest with you, man. It's been the opposite for me. Now, ooh, an SIR. Look at that. PSA was just as quick as CGC for me for a while there, but my bulk submissions at CGC have been really going in and out. Pretty much like clockwork. I don't have much there. I just got in 3 more bulk orders that I just sent in earlier, late last month. But my January 10th and 13th orders that I shipped out to PSA, they just scanned in now. It was like they were waiting until that 30-day cusp, and then they were like, all right, let's scan it in. There's Houndoom. But some orders have went through really quickly, like my my pack orders. Those have all been ahead of schedule. I've been getting those back fairly quickly, except for this last one that, like I said, it was about a month behind. That was one of the orders that didn't get scanned in until yesterday. Today's Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday. But I think there's going to be a bit of variance on customers with that kind of stuff. I know everyone says first in, first out, but there's no way that they can be able to actually get that perfectly straight for everybody. Alex says, I got the Demigod pack in the first 10 packs or so, but have got no SIR in the next 50. I hear a lot of people talking like that. It's like you can go a ton of packs without hitting anything. Wes Bragg said this is his night for the giveaway. I hope so. Maybe it's it. There's a Leafeon. Make sure that wasn't a Master Ball. Yeah, it wasn't a Master Ball. Alex said you never pulled the Umbreon and now you pulled 2. That's why. It goes like that. Night's not over. Who knows? Maybe we'll pull another one. Matatu says he hasn't seen any Prismatic Evolutions in stores. I haven't either, but I haven't looked. I just assume it's not there. All right, George, let's see what you got going on here. 20. Let's see if you got 8 hits. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, so you're 2's the minimum. 3, you still get 1 free pack. And if you got the 4, that's well over the minimum. It says twice the minimum. All right, next up we have Devin. Instead of opening up Prismatic, he actually bought some VSTAR Universe. He bought 2 booster boxes. So let's start off with this very first one. Keelan says, I got an SIR out of my first 3-pack blister and haven't opened more since release day. Oh, that felt different. I was like, is there not a pull strip on here? But I forgot they hadn't put in the, I guess they hadn't put the pull strip in yet. Wait, does that not have a pull strip? Check this out, guys. There's no pull strip on this one. Y'all see that? So I'm going to open up this box, and if there's not its SIR, I mean, you're going to get something anyways, but there's not even a pull strip like imprinted or cut into the box. Is that a misprint box? That's weird. Let's open up these packs. Now I'm curious. I've never had any issues with VSTAR Universe before. But I'm always, after what happened with EV Heroes, man, I get a little suspicious. All right, Zero or VSTAR. And so with every box, there should be at least 1 SAR. Now, it's not like you could reseal a box and take away the pull tab strip. So I think it's just a manufacturing issue. But I guess we'll find out. Hisuian Electrode V. Has anybody ever seen that before? Anybody in here more familiar with Japanese boxes and seen that variation without a pull strip? Okay, so we got 1 AR. Got a bonus SR. So there are double SAR boxes, but usually if you get like a regular SR like that, I don't think you get the 2 SRs or 2 SARs. And the energy, I think that's just one that's always in there. I know that says SR, but it's not like, it's just like a guaranteed. You're going to get an energy SR. There's a Hisuian Zoroark V. Humby says, I've opened 80 Prismatic and only pulled 1 SIR, the Drayton. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, wow. There we go. I mean, that's a good SAR. This is actually one of the cards that I've been setting back in pristine, both English and Japanese. I would have thought that this card would have been quite a bit more expensive on the Japanese side, just because it's not a promo. On the English side, you can get it, guaranteed in the UPC. But now the English one pretty much outpaces it. There's a Luminion V. Devin, are you in the chat? Let us know, man. If you are, let us know what your chase pull is. There's a Rayquaza V Max. A Latias and an Enamorus V. So yeah, this box looks just fine. Good hits in it. It was wild though seeing it without the perforated pull tab. Devonator says yes, he is here. What's your chase hit, man, Devonator? If you're a Charizard guy, you've also got the Charizard V-Star. That's another hit. Oh, there's a Radiant Charizard as well. Got a Machamp V. That's pretty good. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You pulled 16. That's actually pretty dang decent. You're going to be guaranteed to at least get 11, I believe. Because I don't think you're guaranteed to have a Radiant, but you are guaranteed to have that energy. And then there's going to be other packs where you can double up. I think on average you're going to get 14 or 15 anyways. With like VMAX Climax, when they had those V unions, you'd always have a chance at pulling the 4 hits in one, because they'd always stick all the V unions together. You guys see how this one's got that perforated pull tab? It just didn't have it. David Eder says something gold. What is it? Like Giratina is the best, and then after that, I think Arceus after that. ZYD says it's 6 a.m. where he's at. 6 a.m. Dang, dude. You just got up for the morning. Or for the day. Alright, so there's your SAR. You got a Zeraora VMAX. What is that? Hatterene? DNC? That's not DNC. Anthony said, is the Pikachu in the set? I think you can get the Pikachu if you get a God Pack. Mewtwo, and then there's your Secret Rare Energy. Which the God Pack, I believe, is like... There's 9. Like you get a Pikachu. There's some other ones. I can't even remember what all they are. Got a Radiant Eternatus and a Giratina VSTAR. Is that a white ear? I think that's white ear. ZYD, oh snap, I'm on stream. First ever. Yeah, man, you threw something in the chat. There's not a whole lot of chat usually that goes on unless we pull something real crazy. So if you ever have questions, throw them in there. I'll do my best to answer them. Can be about Pokemon, can be about food or TV shows. Those are probably our 3 favorite topics. Pokemon, food, and TV shows. Alright, this one, Oranguru. We're running out of chances for the gold. 2 packs left. I just sold a pristine Arceus. That one went for right at $260. Some cards, like the pristine value, is roughly the exact same as the PSA. And then other cards like that where it looks really good, it's over double. Kirkland says, Rusty, do you watch any anime? I mean, if you consider DBZ anime. No gold. Sorry, man. Got the Raikou V. Just got through watching the Cell games. 3, 6, 9, 12, and a 15 hit box. Biggest hit so far, we had a Prismatic Evolutions God Pack. Like the full God Pack. Alright, let me go check and see what orders have been put in since the beginning of the stream. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you bought in now, you would be 9 orders behind. I don't know how far behind that is. Looks like this very first order here is a $500 order, so it might be. So we got a 50 Prismatic Evolutions purchase happening now. This is no bulk. This is Christopher. So we're going to jump right on it. And then there's another 8 orders. So probably looking at an hour or so behind if you bought in. We'll see how long it actually takes, but don't hold me to it. Because I imagine a lot of these orders will be 10-pack orders. 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9. Is that 10, 2? Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. 40. And 3, 6, 9, and 10. 50. Alright, so we got 50 packs. Alright, ZYD. Well, I'm gonna sleep, so I will bless the next couple of packs. Gonna sleep? You just woke up, right? Alright, there's EVGX. Are the Obsidian Flames packs worth it? I don't know. Worth it to open or worth it to make money? S. Gill, Sup Rusty, sent my first edition Giovanni's Gyarados from last stream. Hoping for the 10. I hope you get it, dude. I pulled an 8 on the Brock's Ninetales, so I hope you do better than me. Rizzo, hey, you're here, Steez. That was epic. See the one who got the God Pack? Try again this week. I will be pulling, since this is going to be the last stream for a while, if you are looking to buy vintage, it's going to be tonight or wait. Obsidian Flames, I busted a lot of packs just chasing the Charizards, and they weren't that hard to pull. Maybe I just got lucky. Sparkling Crystal. West Bragg, I'm back. Had to tuck baby girl in. What did I miss? Well, we've had one God Pack, one Demigod Pack. So, if you saw both of those, you haven't missed a whole lot. I mean, there was the Umbreon that happened the first time. The only other SIR I think we pulled is a mask. Now, for VSTAR, I mean, the Charizard V was pretty good. It's one of my favorites. Vector said, did you watch the Super Bowl? What did you think of the halftime show? I did not watch the Super Bowl. And in fact, my wife and I, when it was about to happen, we were like, why were people talking about it today? Because usually neither one of us know when the Super Bowl's coming up. What happens is people start, it'll just get randomly mentioned here and there. Like people will say something about the Super Bowl. They won't say when it's happening. They'll just start talking about two players or two teams playing against each other. And then we'll put two and two together and be like, okay, must be Super Bowl time. I couldn't tell you who played. Couldn't tell you who won. The only thing I heard about it was that Taylor Swift got booed. And I don't know why she got booed. Cohen, Rusty, how you feeling? Better. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Still a little off. Today I'm limping from playing basketball yesterday. Might have went out a little too early, but we needed the win, so we got the win. Come on, Christopher. I wish there was a Master Ball Umbreon. Westback says Trump got booed too and left early. So I think I was watching, like, it was something on YouTube, and when it showed that she got booed, it showed that they cheered for him. But maybe I was thinking or watching something else. I want to say it said something about him meeting with some victims of a terrorist attack or something in January. But I don't remember them saying that he got booed. I thought they said the exact opposite. I thought they said that they cheered for Trump and then they booed for Taylor Swift. But I didn't watch it, so if you saw it, go with that. Who knows with the news? Mystic Muse says, just glad the Chiefs lost. Well, now I know the Chiefs were playing. Ghost said no, he didn't. If you're talking about the Trump thing, that's what I had heard too. I'd heard that he didn't. Westbrack Fox had to add fake applause over him being booed. Well, I don't watch the news, so I didn't watch it on Fox. But it could have been a different section too, like the time that I was seeing. Bragg, were you and I watching different games appeared to be cheers to me? So that's what Johnny 007 says too. Mystic Muse, they cheered. Okay, Captain Shucks, they cheered. Okay. So y'all got me. You just had me talking. You want to see if I was listening, huh? Cheeseburger. I didn't watch, but I heard Taylor booed, Trump cheered. Well, now somebody saying it was both. I guess it really doesn't matter. The issue was that allegedly Fox put canned cheers on. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if some news stations messed around with stuff. But I think that's why a lot of legacy media is dying, right? Uh-oh. Janine's Secret Art. So you got you an SIR. Drisso says, Taylor Swift is dating a Chiefs player, and the NFL tried to market to her fans, showing her on screen like 5 times a game. Man. Famous people. NFL capitalizing on it. People are sick of the Chiefs. Why would they care if they went to the NFL? See, this is probably why I don't watch sports anymore. I used to watch college basketball. That was really the only thing that it just get me pumped. Like I'd want to go play. I didn't watch much NBA. I couldn't really ever get into it. Uh-oh. I thought it was going to be a master ball. You stopped watching after the Lions lost? Did they lose early? I would assume everybody stopped watching after the game was over. The game was the worst part, though. It was lame. What was the score? Was it bad? Drizzo, and I like some Allen Iverson. Anybody who can make it into the NBA under 6 foot, man, they're putting out some heat. Killian says Janine's Secret Art is hype as far as trainers go. Well, it's good to at least get one SIR here. I'm old, fat, and out of shape, and now when I watch skateboarding, I get sad because I get pumped to go do it, and I can't. Man, that's going to be me. I'm feeling that. The Danimators channel. I love that. 40 to 22. I guess that's not terrible, but... Oh, Ghost said it wasn't that close. Upside down Pokeball again. Be nice if they actually put the backsides upside down. Alright, let's get a count on your hits here. I think you might have some free packs coming your way. Alright, so that's not, we won't count that as a hit. We won't count that as a hit. 3, 6, 7, 8. Rough. Okay, so if we split those evenly. So you would have had, basically, I'm going to give you 3 free packs on this Eevee set of 10 packs until you get at least 2 hits. And I'll do the same thing with the Noivern, and then you'll get 3 free packs apiece on all of those. So you're getting a decent amount you're getting at least 12 free packs to add on. All right, so pack number 1, nothing there. Pack number 2. All right. So, but you'll still get one more pack for this one, even if you pulled a God pack. Let's see what we get right here. So nothing there. All right, so that one's set. You get minimum 3 free packs here. So what happens with the ones that are less than 2 hits? So like say we open up these 3 packs and there's no hits, you'll get another 3 free packs. So, but at least if you at least get 1 free or 1 hit, then we'll stop on that one. I struggle to even pop an ollie these days. Dude, I tried doing on one of the... You guys ever have like those really tiny plastic skateboards that basically if you stand on them, your foot is as big as the skateboard and they want to just fly out from underneath you? Well, that's what I've been trying to ride around because that's what my kids have. And man, that is a struggle. No SIR in that one. I'm the one that sold you the Espeon from Neo Destiny for 1,200 years ago in a 10, not first edition. Whew, it's been a while. I don't remember the name of the Danimator's channel, but I do remember the card. And then for all these, you did hit the 2 minimum, but you still get 3 free packs a piece. So we're going to add those in. I'm going to go ahead and set these up here. And we'll open up your last 9 additional packs. Heavy stack pack for freebies. I hope so. I want to see Christopher hit something big in here. I complain and I still ate Taco Bell today. Yes, that's what I'm doing. All right, there's an Iron Hands. Bad as I eat, I should be a lot worse than I am. Here's I opened my PC Prismatic ETB release day, and I just went through my bulk and realized I missed like 4 Pokeballs. Whole time I was thinking, how are these 1 and 3? Got 1 and 11 packs. Got an Espeon. Running out of chances for something big, but we're gonna go for it. Penny boards. I never knew that's what they were called, but I feel like I won't forget that. I tried riding one of those things down a hill one time. Man, I quickly found out that I cannot control myself on one of those things once it hits about 20 miles an hour. It's just like, it's a little scary. I ended up jumping off. I was young enough that that didn't really matter. But I was getting ready to slam into a building. All right, last pack. Man. Tell you what, I'm going to open up packs for you until you get 1 more hit. And then that'll be your last hit. Gotta love technology. I'm heading to the Gulf of Americas watching Rusty open packs. Well, there you go. We'll get you another Pokeball Evolution and then a sparkling crystal. Yeah, my wife sent me that. She was like, hey, check out this screenshot, and it showed where it says the Gulf of America now, and I was like, I wonder if this is actually real. So I Googled Gulf of Mexico, and it pulled up on Google Maps where it says Gulf of America. It definitely does not say Gulf of Mexico anymore. Dan the Pokemon. That rings a bell. Let me see something. Let me just look something up. See if I can find my Gmail. Hopefully my Chrome isn't up. Oh yeah. Dan the Pokemon. This was from... Our last conversation was in July of 2020. Talking about the Dark Espeon. Let's see if I can... It'd be kind of cool if I could pull it up on stream. Dude, I keep records of like everything. Let's see if I can pull this image up. Browse. I'm not the best with this stuff. Man, that file is huge. It took up the whole screen. There's your Dark Espeon. You remember that one? Sometimes it's cool when that stuff is just easily accessible. But yeah, there it is, PSA 10. All right, we'll get back to the stream. I don't want to hold up everybody too long, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to pull it up. All right, Kyle. He is next. Let's see what he bought. 10 packs, no bulk. So if you get, so for those of you that they're already bought through, so we can't do anything about it now. But pretty much how these free packs work is if you get to at least 4 hits in 10 packs, then you're not going to get anything additional. If you only get 3 hits, then I throw in 1 free pack. If you get 2, then I throw in 3 free packs. And then if you have less than 2, then you're going to get sets of 3 packs until you get at least the 2 hits. And that's just to make sure that when you're paying for these expensive prismatic packs, you're at least going to walk away with a little something. 3, 6, 9, 10. Minimum 2 cards. All right, Monkey Dory. Nothing there. Got to check. I make my living out there. It's Gulf of America now. Well, I think I'd heard him say something about they were changing it because we have more technical shoreline or something. I don't know. I think everyone will know, at least for the next decade. If somebody says Gulf of Mexico, they're going to know what it is. It's kind of like Pluto. People know Pluto's a planet. I don't know if they brought it back to be a planet or if he's been taken away again, but you say Pluto, you think planet. Not many people know what the Southern Ocean is. At least I wouldn't think my age anyways, because that wasn't an ocean when we were growing up. And sometimes you hear people talk about sailing the 7 seas, and it's like, come on. We've got 4 major oceans. You've got the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and Arctic, but now you've got the Southern Ocean, which has just kind of been added in there. Like, why do they teach us these things if they're going to change it up? So the Danimator says, I still have the PSA 10, or a PSA 10 knocked out from the same opening. That would have been Neogenesis, right? Or, I mean, there's a light Noctowl. The shining, or not a light Noctowl, a shining Noctowl from Neo Destiny. Unless you had multiple packs from different set packs. Oh yeah, he says shining. That's the very next one. First Tomu says dwarf planets are real planets. I agree. I think there's one of those terms you can't use anymore. It's like, is midget what you can't say, but you can say dwarf or little people? I wonder how, like, if you are a dwarf or a midget or a little person, like, does it even matter to you? Like, I wonder if that's, like, are they the ones who set the precedent, or was it just some random person who set the precedent on what's appropriate to be called? Because that's always changed too. Like, it was always special needs growing up, but then when I was coming through college to be a teacher, it was exceptional. Like, you had to call it, like, that it was an exceptional child if they had any kind of like OHI or like anything that would impair them or anything that would cause them to have a special requirement for like test taking skills. All right, that was your one additional free pack. We didn't pull anything in that one. First Tomu says, yeah, whatever, I'm saying them all. Trump needs to reinstate DEI for dwarf planets. What is DEI? Like, what does it stand for? I've never Googled it, and I feel like I should know what it means, but I don't. You're an angry little elf. They probably don't like elf, I would imagine. But, I don't know. Some people might just have fun with it, too. Like, they can have fun with themselves over that kind of stuff. I was singing some song earlier. Yesterday. Talking about white trash, you know. Like I was raised what probably most people would call plain, you know, or trailer trash or white. I didn't grow up in a trailer, but I was homeless living in a motel, probably, you know, worse. But I never thought of it that way. I always thought, you know, this is my home. I can't even imagine living in a house with a pool. Let's do this one. No bulk. All right, so this is Michael. Michael, if you're in the chat, we're getting ready to open up your 20 packs. If I can get underailed. First time it was never a small person who was offended. Just remember that. Sometimes I wonder, but I don't know. They said you can say what you want again. I still think there's some things we're not going to be able to say, like people shouldn't say. We'll put it that way. The Danimator says diversity, equity, inclusion. Okay, well, hopefully I can remember that. That was kind of a mouthful. Oh, come on, Drizzo. So, I saw where there was a meme or something that said Donald ended it. Like, that was the DEI thing. But I was like, that can't be it. Like, that can't be DEI. Because I had heard of DEI before that. But I'm so far out of the loop when it comes to a lot of this news stuff. My wife, she's like my main news source. And then I'll hear some things here and there. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine this stream, it would have been demonetized a while back. Maybe even now, because I've said, I think where I was talking about during the Super Bowl, I think I mentioned terrorism or terrorist attacks, right? From because I think that's who Donald Trump was meeting with. He had taken a picture with him or something. Joe says, my pool was my bathtub. Baller stats. So, my brother, Cody, he could take in a bathtub like just the tiniest little bit of bubble bath, which it wasn't bubble bath. We used like shampoo or something like that. And he could take his arms and he could do this. And somehow he would turn that thing into like just a wall of bubbles and foam. Now, granted, we were real young. I mean, who wants to see their brother in the bathtub? But I took baths until I was 16. Like, we didn't have a shower. So, like, if I wanted to get clean, I was taking a bath in our 1943 stainless steel and porcelain tub. And you had the stainless steel, we had the galvanized pipes spitting out you had to let it run for a minute so it get all the orange rust out of the pipes. And then you let it run into the tub. And yeah, that's what we did. We just took baths. But he could make an entire wall of bubbles. I mean, it was impressive. And he wasn't that old doing this either. Like, we're not talking about somebody who's 15, you know, in their teens. Like, this is a kid. He was probably 10 or less. Because he was 3 years younger than me. They had a ceremony before the game for the New Orleans attack. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought I had heard. But I think I'd mentioned it before. And we kind of went off the rails a little bit on who was cheering and wasn't cheering. Fox and CNN. What are the other main like news producers? We got like NBC, ABC? Or is that like a local thing? There's a Leafeon. A good amount of hits so far, but you know this is what happened before, right before we got an SIR. So maybe it'll happen for Michael. Do you think your modest upbringing has helped you stay grounded now that you are doing well? I don't know. I hope I'm staying grounded. Like, I don't know that I'm staying grounded. I spend a lot of money on Pokemon cards. I think if anything keeps me grounded, it's knowing what Christ did for everybody. That is one humble life. Whether or not you believe in Jesus and what he did when he walked this earth, he definitely changed things forever. And he lived as humble of a life as you can get. That, I don't think it could ever be replicated. And that's why he did it. All right, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we hit the magic number at 8 already with the 10. Michael, no special illustration rares, but still not too bad on the hits. Cheeseburger, rest of you remind me, old school country living. Lucky you have that experience. Do you have chickens? Man, my wife wants some chickens. But no, we do not have chickens. We got chickens all around us. So one thing that people do when they come here, a lot of them they'll ask about the chickens. Like, oh, do you get annoyed by that? Because them things are crowing all the time. But I don't even hear them. Where I grew up, all right, this is how redneck our area was. So the motel was behind us. That's where we lived, for 6 months, and then we rented from them. But in this motel area, and you had 3 or 4 different levels of the rooms that could be rented out. In the time that we lived or rented in the house that was right beside the place, they had chickens, they had turkeys, they had goats, they had guineas. Now, those are some loud creatures. And at one point, they even had a horse. Now, this is ignoring all of like the regular animals, like the dogs, the cats, the birds. I mean, they had geckos. They had all kinds of lizards that would smack their tails at you. I could probably think of plenty others when I'm not trying to read. But this is at the motel area. Like, they literally had a horse that lived there. I fed the thing. It was not enough land. I think you need, on average, like 5 acres for a horse or something, or at minimum those kinds of numbers. Like, we're talking about like half an acre. So I mean, it didn't last very long like that. It quickly wore out the ground. Like, it turned into straight mud. But the goats, they roamed free. I mean, out in front of the place. The guineas were everywhere. I chased a turkey one time across the road on the other side of a church. It flew into a hardwood flooring building, and I'm running around chasing this giant turkey. It was like a 13-year-old kid trying to catch the thing and bring it back to the motel. Like, I've got crazy stories like that where I've chased down cows trying to catch the thing, going up and down the highway. I mean, all kinds of stuff like that. And I love those stories. Like, who doesn't? All right, this is Christopher A. If you're in the chat, let us know. We're getting ready to open up your packs, man. Gravity does keep me grounded. I remember we were playing, the first time I was playing Apples to Apples. I was playing with my brother. I know how my brother thinks. And he put down the word irresistible, and that's what I put. I put gravity. So DEI is just a policy that stated any minority person that's qualified should have just as much of a chance to be hired as a white man. Not a complicated thing. Well, I mean, I agree with that. As long as it doesn't, like, give them a better chance, I guess you would say. Because that's how it was with teaching. I know when I was coming up, getting my my degree, like, I was told as a man, I'm going to have a better chance to become a teacher over a woman because they need men in the workforce. And, I get what they're saying, but it's like, you realize that's like straight discrimination. But then they would also say that if you were anything that wasn't white, you should apply for scholarships because you have a better chance to get them as well. Like, they wanted me to put on there that I was like 132nd Indian. It's like, but I'm not an Indian. But that's going to help your chances to get scholarships. And it's like, but why? It's like, because when you're just straight white, like, they already have plenty of people who are white in the system. Like, they want to diversify it. So I do believe that everyone should have an equal shot at it, but I think it should be based off of your qualifications, especially when you're teaching children. We had some. I remember when they were talking about those scholarship opportunities, especially that was called like a teaching fellows. I think that's what it was. Um, like the girls brought up, they're like, well, why would somebody who's a man get it over us if we're more qualified? And like, well, we're trying to make sure we get a certain amount of men who get the teaching fellows. Like, but they're less qualified, and it's like that's not how it worked. So I could see if DEI corrected that, that would be a good thing. But is that what it did? Oh man, I missed a bunch of chat now. I appreciate that, Danimator. At times though, I'm gonna mess up just like everybody else, so don't put me on a pedestal. Programmer says, I think even Christ himself couldn't help with 4-8. They haven't been too bad tonight. Drizzo says he can't buy the Evolving Skies anymore, but it's tempting. And I thought about just opening up all the Evolving Skies packs I got out of it just to see. Because, I mean, even if I get like, yeah, I'd have to pull like 3 Umbreons out of 700 packs for it even to be worth it. So I don't see that happening. The stream will go until we run out of orders to open up. Ghost said not a bad idea with the chickens, with the prices of eggs these days. I agree on that one. I like my eggs. I need another box over here for the bulk. But I've become a little bit disconnected there because my wife does all the shopping now. She was like, the eggs are like $6 a dozen now. And I'm like, that's not terrible. Like, it's really high. When I used to buy them, I want to say they were about $1.99 for a dozen, and you could get some of those. If you bought the 18 packs, you might be able to get them a little bit cheaper. I never understood all the wide variance of the eggs. I know that there's different sizes, there's different colors. Some are raised a little bit differently, but I never thought that there should be some eggs that are twice as much. It's not like you're buying a brand, but I mean, I guess you could be, but they're all being popped out of different chickens, But to me, it's still a good price for eggs. Like at $6, you're getting a dozen eggs. I mean, that's one really big meal for somebody, or it could be a lot of small meals, for people who don't eat a lot. And either way, it's gonna be cheaper than like going out and eating or trying to get it yourself that way. Like, I remember when gas got up to over $4 a gallon, I was like, this is still a pretty decent deal if you compare it to, what it's going to do. Like, if you have an all right vehicle, like even if you have like a gas guzzling truck that can only get 20 miles to the gallon, you're basically paying, say, $4.50 to travel 15 miles. And so, like, people are still going to buy it because that's going to be better than the alternative. All right, so we got another 10 prismatic, no bulk. And if you compare it to a gallon of milk, shoot, sometimes that gets wasted. I mean, we don't, because we buy several gallons at a time, and it gets put away. Unless I don't like it when she does this thing where she orders it through Walmart and they deliver the milk, or they deliver the food, and sometimes they'll just give you like the stuff that's right about to expire. And I'm cheap, but when it comes to milk, if I can smell it and it smells weird, or it's expired, let's pass that date, I'm not drinking the milk. Like, it's not, my health is not worth it. Like, milk is one of those things where I want it to be fresh, I want it to be cold. I don't want lukewarm milk. Like, I'll put ice in it. I'm fine with it being a little watered down if the ice has to get it cold, but I definitely don't want it spoiled. All right, Kirkland, are you in the chat? All right, let me see where I'm even at in this chat. Top one I can see. Jackson says, what is the anticipated duration of the stream? Typically, we don't go more than 3 hours, but I mean, we could potentially if there's enough stuff that's bought. So as long as there's orders being lined up, like eventually the site will run out. So like that's when it would stop. But as long as there's, like I said, as long as there's stuff people are buying, we could keep going. And I would think based off of how many orders were still in line, we got at least another 30 minutes, maybe longer. Where are we going? Rain says, are you talking about caged and non-caged chickens? I don't know. What's the difference? Maybe is there a difference in price? Cheeseburger, they're $9 here in Arizona. Well, we got a lot of chicken farms around here, dude. Like, that's one thing that I don't like. Sometimes I walk outside and there's a smell. Thankfully, we're not on the other side of the fence, but like, there's some huge chicken farms just like right around the corner from where we're at. We had some family members that had a lawsuit out against one of them because the smell brought down the property values. Man, it keeps jumping. I'm trying to read it. All right, hoping for a decent pull. All right, here's Kirkland. First time buying. Well, so far you've got a good amount of pulls, but nothing too cool just yet. You still got 2 packs to go. FTB, enough working in the roof today. Giant Huntsman just fell on me. Wasn't gonna sleep tonight anyways. I'm not usually bothered by spiders. I had a friend who he went into his basement and a black widow actually bit him on the hand, fell over, and the thing died. And he thought that it was going to be a big issue, but apparently it was a dry bite. So he got lucky, and the black widow had a heart attack. West Bragg, Killian, you can't argue politics with MAGA's worried about DI in Gulf America. Distraction for Trump. He says he's having groceries, gas cheaper on day one, but hasn't. Are we politicking it up tonight? All right, well, there's 6 hits. You got the Emery's, but it's not the special illustration rare. He says he's going back to talk about Pokemon. Jackson says, any giveaways? Well, I plan to have some giveaways, or I have a giveaway at the very end. But it could be a little bit. All right, Alexander, I'm showing that your order had failed from 50 minutes ago. It was order 7311. Alec, your order 7312. And that one looks good. Oh, you bought 3 different things. Okay, so he picked up 10 151, a Terrestrial Festival box, and 10 Prismatic Evolution booster packs. And then these are all no bulk. Make sure I get this order number down. And I've got opinions on a lot of stuff. But for the most part, I run into conflicting thoughts when it comes to how I feel things should be and then what I believe in. And a lot of times it boils down to, I hate to say it, but like on either side, selfishness, which kind of sucks because it's like at times you feel that you need to be selfish, and at other times you realize that it doesn't have to be like that. Anything that you really strive for, I mean, there's usually some kind of selfish motivation with it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it makes you wonder if it like skews people's opinion about certain things. And then anything we're fed in politics, you got to realize there's going to be some kind of selfish motivation behind as well. Which sucks because then you may not even be getting necessarily hit with the truth. And it's hard to even know what the truth is. All right, what did I miss over here in the chat? Ricky said $11 a dozen here in San Diego. California, though, don't y'all, like, I've never been to California, but don't you guys just typically have higher prices on everything? Like $11 a dozen, that sounds pretty crazy. All right, Killian says, this is my second time today in Pokemon chat, having a similar facepalm. No more Prismatic Evolutions to buy. If the 10-pack lots and the 50-pack lots are gone, then sorry, man, they will be out. Josh Work, yeah, we should go back to Pokemon. The culture war BS is just meant to divide us. Yeah. What I hate about it is that it's hard sometimes to even have conversations about it, though, without it causing a divide. And a lot of times, I don't even know that us arguing about it makes any difference at all. I don't even know that. Like, I know I've seen stuff where like Trump has been signing all kinds of stuff. I don't even know if he can do some of that stuff. But if he does, like, does it actually go into play? Like, I've never looked at a single one of those things that he's signed off on. So I couldn't tell you if, like, he actually did release the JFK assassination or whatever it was. Oh, there's probably another trigger word for YouTube. Captain Chuck, you calling people names? I didn't see it. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I guess I brought too much politics in. Where I commented when I asked about what DEI was. Looks like you guys are keeping it relatively chill in there. Kobe says, my thoughts are that Prismatic Evolution hits under $50 within 12 months. What are your thoughts? What do you mean? It's under $50 now? Or are you saying like the ETBs will hit under $50 or under $50? I don't think it's going to go that low, but I think it could go that low if the printing on it is big enough. The animator says, yeah, Ricky, I'm Oceanside. I feel like there's a whole set of, like, there's a whole other language that you can have for certain parts of America. Like California, I imagine, y'all might speak completely different than I would to somebody who's even, like, I'm not redneck around here, but I'm probably redneck considered to most of you guys. But there's like some real rednecks around here, and when it's funny when you watch TV shows, they'll put the word redneck out there like it's an insult. Like, I never took that as an insult, and my friends never took that as an insult growing up. Like, we'd have jokes about that. Like, I always thought it was more of a compliment, but watching TV shows, they'd make fun of like hillbilly, redneck, and hick, like it's this thing where you're just dumb and you don't know anything. But to me, it means like you're really connected, at least with your roots and, you know, around what you're living at. I mean, if you could play a dang banjo, man, tear it up. Like, I can't play a banjo, I can't play a lick, but if I could, man, you best believe I'd be playing it. Well, I'm seeing there's a decent amount of thoughts still coming through. Sorry, guys, to have asked about DEI. I didn't really think it was going to be that big of a deal. But at least I know what it is now. So Kobe was talking about ETBs for the $50. Like, Crown Zenith had such a huge reprint. Like, you could buy as much Crown Zenith as you wanted. Like, you could order as much as you wanted through your distributor. And for Crown Zenith, I mean, I ordered a good bit of it, but I could have ordered more. Now, the only reason I didn't was because, I mean, they take up space. It was a lot of money. It was going to be a long pre-order off. If they do something like that with Prismatic Evolutions, I imagine it's going to happen after that Team Rocket set comes out, so people won't be focused on it as much. But it would take timing like that, along with a massive printing of it, to where people could just order what they wanted for prices to go that cheap. The animator says that he thinks they'll go for $80 for ETBs. I'm already being offered some at $90 from like people who buy them and then just resell them. Matthew, wish I would have known Rusty in the early 2000s. Would have been fun trading cards with you. Early 2000s. Yeah, maybe until about 2002. Because then after that, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I got into Magic for a little bit in high school. And then I really didn't get back into Pokemon until college when I was 18, so late 2000s. How many hits for the 151? All right, so we did get enough hits with the 151. All right, we still got your Prismatic Evolutions, Alec. Chris said, what's your favorite thing to collect right now? Just artworks that I like, and I try to get them in. If I go on the PSA side, then I'll try to get quantity 10 of them. And if I go on the CGC Pristine side, I'll just kind of pick up what I can here and there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm after the most. Nothing huge that I'm like trying to finish. If I clean up a lot of my other stuff around here to where I can focus more on my original PSA 10 WotC Holo set, I'd love to go for that if I can look up some of these cards and the prices haven't went crazy. You got this, Ghost. Kobe, I remember your daughter pulling a single Champions Path pack and hit Charizard V. Yep, and she mangled the pack. She really did. Yeah, this is my daughter, Sarah. My daughter Emma's the one who pulled the Umbreon, and then my daughter, Sarah, is the one who got the red tape pack more recently. But no, I haven't actually graded I don't think I've graded anything through BGS since that one card. But yeah, it was a black label. I've thought about sending cards in. I think there is a play there for certain cards. It's just I haven't took a chance at it. FDB, all the smart city people making fun of the country folk. I don't think the city people understand where their food comes from. Well, I think it can go both ways too, because I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people get done in the city that I would be sorely disappointed if I didn't have my internet, if I didn't have many other things I'm sure that I'm just not even aware of. Any chance of one more 151 reprint? Oh yeah, I think there's a possibility for that. I mean, Blooming Waters just come out. They put Evolutions out and crap like that for 4 years. What was it, 151, 2022? So I could see them coming out with more stuff. I just don't know why they would focus on 151 other than they focused on it last year and it's already in the print queue. So that would be my guess if it does come out that way. Let's see. Mimic Brew, you're so controversial, Rusty. I know, man. I'm alright with it. Kobe, I agree. I think it would have to be a huge reprint and lots of attention on new sets. Is it true that Target will stop selling TCGs and sports cards in stores starting in May? I have no idea. I don't keep up with Target. Alright, we did. Yeah, you got to the 4 hits. No huge hits, not really, that I'm seeing. We'll go back through them again, see if I missed something. I like the Machoke. I like the Mr. Mime. There was your SAR. Just a lot of... You had a good quantity of hits, but nothing real stand out. Alright. Let me check out the next order, and then I will go back and try to grab some stuff out of the chat. Alright. Brian, okay, I remember you. You're the one who wants your Pokeball reverse holos. So this is order 7313. And then we'll for sure get those. About pulled 151 packs out for you. 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. Ghost said I got into Star Wars customizable card game for a bit before Pokemon. Then when Poke released, it was on. Anybody else here did anybody else here collect Duel Masters during like the 2-week phase that it had? I feel like you'd have to be around it near the beginning of Pokemon to have actually to remember what Duel Masters is. Lord says, I really like the Munch Scream promo cards. I just picked up a full set of 5 of those in PSA 10. I think I've already sold the, I want to say the Psyduck and the Eevee. They went pretty quick. What don't you have for WotC Hollows? There's some that I don't have in a 10. Like, I don't have a Lugia First Edition Neo Genesis. Like, I beat around the bush thinking because it was only 2,000 and the T17 was 10,000 that I could get the T17 and then come back to the Lugia and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I was wrong on that one. Got a Leafeon and a Friends and Paldea. Man, I really like this artwork for the Leafeon. Captain Chuck, how much do you think the Charizard premium boxes are going to go up? I've seen the rising. Oh, I don't know. I just bought 240 of them for 197. Yeah, 197 a piece. And then Dan told me they went out of stock. So maybe if they were about 220 or so when I bought them. What's the price now? Because I got mine through distribution. Oh, got your Pokeball haul, I see. Make sure I didn't miss another one in here. I did. 3 of them. You guys help me remember. Phil says, do you have to put more money into your business now, or do your sales fully fund new inventory? I continue to, well, I mean, I never put any money into it other than the money I got out of it, if that makes sense. Like, when I first started selling, like, I didn't have anything. I was doing, like, $2 and $3 sales. And it eventually grew. But I never had any seed money, and I never borrowed money for the business. I mean, nobody would have loaned me money for the business. I couldn't get a loan for anything. I couldn't even get a credit card because I had no credit. Kobe says, it seems the play is Japanese for black labels, A. I mean, I don't know. I don't make that play, but I've heard of it. Or even the new simplified Chinese sent 150 English cards to BGS and 99% got 9.5. Yeah, I mean, that does hurt, but I've never really tried the BGS play. I got 1 sealed, bought 2 open. Bought 2 open ones. The promos can make you some money. Julio, just wanted to join the chat so I could say hi, Mr. Rusty. Hi. Well, hello, Julio. I remember going to Borders Books for Pokemon League in '99. So I went to Toys R Us, I went to Time Tunnel, but I don't know if this was something that was anywhere else, but I also did media play. Has anybody ever been to a media play? Wishbrag says he regrets selling his Munch promos. What'd you sell them for? That's probably why you regret, right? Just the casual 50K. No, I mean, it's not casual. 50K is a lot. But, I mean, it took a long time to break them down, too. I've been keeping this under the radar, but need to ask. There's a special Psychic Lugia I've been picking up. Very unique. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Are you talking about the Shadow Lugia? See, a special Psychic Lugia? That's like a jumbo card, ain't it? Japanese exclusive. The Junior Rally Lugia, maybe that one. So VSD says like 225. I think he's talking about the price of the Charizard UPC. I think that they have room to continue going up, but I don't see them spiking. Be careful ordering from China. Everything is being held unless it's been fixed. Isn't Lugia Hollow from English Unseen Forces? There's a couple different Lugias. Got a Jolteon and a Slowpoke Master Ball. Do you ever go to events on the West Coast? Man, I've been to the West Coast only for like a brief second when I was flying to Hawaii. That's about it. I thought you were a mechanic. You were a teacher? Man, I wish I was a mechanic. Wish I could fix my own car. No, I got a degree in teaching. I was going to teach, but I didn't because I started selling Pokemon cards while I was in college, and that panned out better. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I have all your other regular Pokeballs here, plus your Evolutions Leafeon, which I'll put that one in a sleeve. Lord Narwhal says media play. That's a throwback, man. All right, so that wasn't just like a one-off store. As a kid, I never really went outside of our little area, so I've never seen another media play. Never really looked it up or heard about other people talking about it. All right, I'll come back to the chat here in a second. Tim, you were next. Let's see what Tim picked up. All right, Tim picked up 30 Prismatic Evolutions. No bulk plus 20 151. All right. So we got 30, 20. This will be fun. We'll do the 151 first. We just did some Prismatic Evolutions, and then we'll do Prismatic Evolutions 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 20. We'll get them all up here. 3, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16, 19, 20, 23, 26, 30. All right, Tim, are you in the chat? All right, so I said we're going to start with the 151. Let's see where we at. All right, so the oldest chat I can see from Nick. I've been playing the vid at 1.5 speed to catch up. Now Rusty sounds like he's drunk. Haha, super slow. Sorry, I must have been, oh, never mind. I get what you're saying. I'm over here acting super slow as you're texting. Kobe says, yes, I knew you'd know it. Are you talking about the Lugia, the Junior Rally Lugia? Because that one, that's a pretty nice looking artwork. Where we at? Southern Hype Collects. That's a North Carolina thing. Media play. Hey, I'm good with that. Look at that. There we go. Got the SIR Erica's Invitation. I say on stream that TCA has forgotten more than I know in Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's still valid. Yes, sir. It was a Shadow Lugia. It's a pretty sweet card, really, if you look at it. FTB, wonder if Delta Species will ever come back. I mean, isn't that's kind of what like the Alolan stuff was, right? I mean, it wasn't, but it, you know, it's like a different region type thing. Isn't it even like, that would be shiny? Westbrag, Rusty would have been an awesome teacher. You know, I think if I never did Pokemon or business, I would have been a good teacher because like I had fun. I always made time for a game. But now that I'm teaching my daughters, like I'm so like just get straight to the point with the math stuff and let's get it over with and here's your homework and we're done. Like if we get done in 20 minutes, like we're just done with the day. But sometimes I drag it out. I don't ever play games with them. It's like, man, I lost something there. Rusty's PhD in Pokenomics worldwide. Now, there's a lot of stuff I still don't know and got to constantly work at to make sure I'm up to snuff. Your internet goes out during the snowstorms? I guess we don't get enough snow around here for us to really know what that's like. Now, every now we've had some pretty rough ice storms before, but it's been a while. Nice gold Mew EX. I like that one. I am feeling better. Thank you for asking, SMPL Hobbies. Ooh, nice Ivysaur. Stacks of packs. Do you think I should buy Blooming Waters for 90 and hold long term? The only reason you do that is if you believe in 151. Personally, me, I'm breaking down Blooming Waters and holding the packs in big boxes because Blooming Waters is already a giant box that's mostly air. But if you don't have like a presence on the internet where you can convince people that you're trustworthy, the sealed box, especially if you have the room for it, is going to do better long term than just the individual packs. Motown says he's ready for some SIRs. I think everybody wants to see some more SIRs. I see you, Cali dude. Yeah, these haven't been too bad for 151. We had a few 151 orders earlier where I had to put in quite a bit of extra packs. Westbragg says another card he sold in regret was the Gold Mew. Yeah, I believe in 151. I like the set. I've got this stuff set back. English, Japanese. But I like the original Pokemon. I can't say that that's how everybody feels. PokeFanboy says, hope I can find some Blooming Water reprints. Are they reprinting Blooming Waters? 3 and a 6. Yeah, 151. And then you got some energies in there too. All right, let's jump into your Prismatic. Like, I know Blooming Waters was a 151 reprint. At least I believe it is. It never come out like an email like, hey, they're reprinting 151 in Blooming Waters. Not that I got. It was just like, hey, here's Blooming Waters. You're allocated this amount. Nick says, yeah, I like buying cards knowing they retain value, but selling them can actually get that value. But selling them to actually get that value, I could never. Why not? If somebody else values, you know, something more than you, sell it to them. Put that value back in something else in Pokemon that you value. What's up, Mo2? Good to see you in here, man. Been a while. We need martial law to call another God pack so it happens again. Here's the Ogre Pond. We've had one God pack, one Demigod pack, one Umbreon SIR. Then we've had, wait, what's that? I guess you can get a full art and an SIR in the same pack. That's new. Double full art trainer. Good to see you in here, Manuel G. Every time I see your name, I think about a guy who used to play for UNC Chapel Hill. Manuel. I assume that was his last name. He was a really good defender. He could hop too. Like, he could get up there and dunk. But man, he couldn't shoot worth a crap. That was back when I could tell any one of the basketball players on Carolina's team, once they got onto the court, like, you could remove the numbers. You could probably dress them in a hood. I could tell you who it was by the way they moved their body. Now I couldn't even tell you who's on the team. Because I pretty much stopped watching sports altogether once I went to college. Never again have I subscribed to cable. If I'm watching sports, it's probably because I'm at the one of my children's games, or like here recently we watched the middle school girls win the conference championship. I get into those. I'm one of those parents that really gets into the game. I'm like hollering at the ref, trying to tell him how to do his job, you know, because they don't know the rules very well. And I'm going to make the difference, right, by hollering at them. Hey, June Bug. My birthday's in June. I think Manuel may have been on one of their championship teams. Manuel says same here. Are you talking about the part where I said can't shoot with a crap? There's the Snorlax. Keep waiting, expecting one of those to be a Master Ball. What we got? 5 or 6 packs left. Decent amount of hits, just the one SIR, which I guess isn't bad for 30 packs. Ghost says he's a walking bucket. Last night I was shooting pretty good. There's a Master Ball. Ghost said not at all, actually. I'm always playing post, so like I usually don't shoot the 3. Not anymore. When I played point guard, I shot a lot more from outside, but now that I play post, it's like the exact opposite position. I rarely ever shoot from outside, but I drilled a 3 yesterday, and it was just like, I think this is my first one of the whole season. Oof, wish this set had a few more Pokemon and a few less trainers. Yeah, I agree there. I think they could have really done, they could have benefited from having less of the trainer full arts. 4, 8, and 12. Yep. That's the magic number. And you did get the 1 SIR, which is better than some, but still would love to have seen another evolution. Dan asks, how are we looking tonight? Well, it's probably the most SIRs, but it's because we saw a God pack earlier. Like a true one. Alright, what's the next order? Okay, after this, I'm going to refresh. This is for Patrick. And this order was put in... Oh, shoot, I don't even know how long ago it was. This is for 10 151 packs. I'm surprised at how many 151 packs you guys are buying in on tonight. I guess there has really been a surge in the price in some of the SIRs. And even cards like that Ivysaur. Like, I think I had a CGC 10 on the Bulbasaur, and it was over $100. It's not even the PSA side, wasn't the pristine. And it's just the Bulba. Three, 4. All right. 10 packs. Dan says, still time to order? Yes, as long as there's whatever's in stock on the website for Open Live, you can still put in an order. All right, nothing in on that one. These Cosmos Energies. I wonder if people actually like these. I'm always saving them. Patrick, are you in the chat? Ghost wishes you good luck. So does everyone else. At least I hope they do. Everybody's here to see good pulls. I do like opening Modern from this standpoint where it's like every pack could be different. So it's like you just want to see the best stuff pulled. Whereas if we were opening up a base set box, if everybody's, say there's 5 heavy packs lined up, as soon as that one person pulls a Charizard, you're like, oh man, there goes my chance. Or, I was 1 pack away. Even though you could pull it again, everybody knows your chances, they're not as good anymore. Nice hit with the Charmeleon. Don't start us, Ghost. Somebody was feeding in SpongeBob Patrick quotes after that for a while last week or 2 weeks ago. Venusaur EX. Last 151 pack. Nothing there. And I read about half of those. Because a lot of times I just start reading. I don't really proofread what's being said. But it's a good thing that I'm usually behind just a little bit. Because I think you guys hammer out anything I shouldn't say. Alright. Let me refresh this, see how many orders we got. Or if we have any at all. Alright, so we have 3 orders lined up. Alexis, then Frank, then Andrew. Alright, so Alexis picked up 10 151. And we're keeping the bulk. I need 2 of these. This is order 7316. Ten 151 packs. Three, 6, 9, and 10. All right, Alexis, are you still in the chat? Looks like you placed this order about 55 minutes ago, so it took me that long to make it through those 9 orders. There's 1. But then there's only 2 more orders after this, so we're pretty caught up for the queue. Now, the way this stream works, for anybody who is new, is watching in on this, typically what happens is I'll open up packs until there's no more orders in the queue. And when there's no more orders in the queue, that's when I'll do a last call, I'll do a giveaway, and if there's no more orders that have been put in after the giveaway is done, then we'll end the stream. So if you want to buy in, you can still buy in now. It's not too long of a backlog. All right, Alexis, it's time for you to get that Zard. Or something. Got the Blastoise. Can we get the matching SIR? Get the Bills transfer. We'll match up this 151 with the others. Throw in a free pack. See what we get. Well, got a nice little quad swirl energy. I think you can get 5 swirls. So that's like the max. Oops, the bulk. Forgot keeping the bulk with this one. Let me pull back out his 151. Have to count it back out. 10 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sometimes I forget it with the bulk stuff. Mixing it in and out. Junebug, the giveaway for people in chat or people who bought packs? It'll be for anybody. Like usually it's based off of participation in the chat, or it'll be like a number or a keyword or something like that that I give to you. So as long as you hang around, like you don't have to have bought anything to have won. Like a lot of times people who win are people who haven't bought. 50 Evolving Skies packs isn't for the faint of heart. I put it up there just in case somebody wanted to do that. And you know, you get a little discount. You save $100 off of if you bought 50 packs individually. And if you're, it also, like, it'll apply YouTube membership discounts as well, which isn't much, but it'd be a little something. All right, Frank, Terrestrial Festival box, so 7317. This is Frank. And keeping the bulk. You got it. Where do I have those? We had something new earlier. Check this out. This is one of the VSTAR Universe boxes. It didn't have a pull strip. Haven't had that happen before. And what I'm talking about is this right here. This little perforated piece that you can pull off. Which I don't ever open. I always open them like this because I think it's annoying anyways. But you can pull it off. PokeFanboy would love to see some Evo Skies rips. Yeah, I thought about doing some of those for the giveaway, but it's like, if you only get the hits and you get, I don't know, it's either going to be like you're going to bomb it, or, I mean, I guess you're going to hit something that's worth a lot of money, you know. So who knows? I'm still thinking on what I want to do for the giveaway. Sean says, I would have been tempted, but I just bought a bunch of 151 on eBay. It's kind of hard not to buy a 151. Nick said, ooh, nice viewer spike, or count spiked again. Oh, did it? We too scared? I'm a little scared too. Frank said, can we do no bulk? Yes, if you just select the open live, no bulk, you're good. If you're talking about this, I get what you're saying. There's your SIR, it's the mask, but you've already paid for it. But if you want me to take out the bulk, yeah, I can do that. It's like $2 more you paid for shipping already. Vaporeon. Maybe he'll get a gold. You can get a gold in the SIR. SMPL, the original VSTAR boxes didn't have pull strips, right? Thought they added them further down the line of reprints. Well, that'd be good to know. And it makes sense. I knew that they had been added in sometime, you know, in that time frame, but I wasn't sure if it was around that set or not. I can't remember. I couldn't remember exactly when it happened. I don't even know if I've seen this card before. That SR. Who is that? Who's this girl? Ghost said the Altarts from Evolving Skies have gone crazy value-wise lately. Everyone missed mask yet? No. I don't miss a mask yet. There we go. So Motu and Steez say that's Mila. All right. Now I know for a few minutes. I might ask you again next time we have a live, whenever that might be. All right, Frank. Sorry you pulled a mask. It's usually, really, I mean, some people do like the mask, but personally, me, that's just what I would not want to pull. I'd prefer the SIR, even if it's like I think the Raging Bolt and the Roaring Moon, those are really nice, even though they're not an evolution. Oh, somebody picked up the 50 151 packs. Andrew, order 7318. Whoop, there it is. Glad I pulled that box over here. Trying to get all the like loose packs that are laying around before I grab into the nice smooth stacks like this. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 18, 20. Let's get another 10. 3, 6, 9, and 10. 50 packs. All right. Is it flipped around? Let me flip that around. Momo, I live in New York City. I still wear masks. People are gross. Man, I did not wear a mask. The only time I wore a mask is when I had to, going into a hospital or when I was on a plane. That's something that I will not miss. Killian says, I've been wearing masks on public transportation because I got a gnarly flu around Christmas. It definitely sucks wearing masks. You know what? I'll just take the sneeze to the face. Like, we went to Texas Roadhouse earlier, and the waitress, she walked right up and she like coughed into her arm, but they're awesome rolls. They were just all sitting right there, and then she went to grab one, and then she went back and she coughed right into it again, and then she immediately grabbed them, right underneath her face. Like, I know she probably got cough stuff all over them things. She's probably been coughing all night. But you know what? I'll take it. I don't want a 107 fever again, but for as little as sick as I get, I'll take what I can while I can. When I get older, I might have to watch myself on all that. But like, I remember when my daughter, she had like this puking thing going on for a long time. Like, thank goodness I never got it, but it was like 6 months where she was sick. I mean, you could almost time it. She'd wake up in the middle of the night and she'd puke. I'd go in there. I have a towel ready on the floor. I'd hold her, and she'd yak it up. And then I'd put her right on my chest. And I think at some point you just have like immunities against certain things. And then I caught COVID from my brother. Like, he come in from India, and I'm pretty sure that's when I got it. It's like I couldn't catch it from all of these strangers, but I could get it from my brother. I couldn't get it from like my daughter or anybody that I lived with. I don't know. It was just, ooh, look at that. What was it that Phil used to say? Go ahead and get it so you done got it and you ain't got to worry about getting it. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. Nice on the Blastoise. All right. I guess somebody else asked about what's been opened up tonight. I see people talking about the God packs, the Demigod packs. We had the Umbreon, yeah, and then we just pulled a Blastoise as well. Rusty quote of 2025. I'll just take a sneeze to the face. Yeah, I don't even like people breathing my way. Like, I don't want that happening. I've never been somebody who likes fingers in their face, or like people want you to sniff their hands or lick their fingers to touch things. Like, to me, that's gross. Like, I don't want to have any of that. But you know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and let's just go ahead and get it over with so I can clean up and move on with my life. Momo 107, that's like brain damage high, Rusty. Holy smokes. So I had there was people who I'd actually taken pictures of what I'd went through. Let me see. I don't think I've got anything here you guys can't see, but let me go see what I got. Oh yeah, so like there's my daughter where she pulled that pack. But let me see. So I was taking pictures of this stuff, so like, oh, you guys can't even see it, can you? That's crazy. You guys can't see what's on that screen, can you? It's like black and white where I am. That's strange. You guys might be able to. Is it not pulling through on that screen? The actual temperature? Because it's like straight black on this side. It's crazy how much better our eyes can see than what our phones can pick up. And I always hear the opposite, but it's not that way with me. Let me see if I can change the settings on here to my brightness or something. I just turned my brightness way down. Yeah, now you can see it, 104. And you can see this is at 618. There we go. 632, 105, 641, 105.6, 643, 106. Yeah, I didn't have flash on. 710, 106.3. And then I did it again because I was like, oh, that's too high. Now it's 107. That's when I decided to get in the shower. And then that's what it was after the shower. And then by the time I got around to the next morning, it was at 97. So I've officially shown it to you guys now. It was 107 or whatever it was, because I had several people call me out saying I was lying on that, in that it was just like in the comment section. It's like it happened. Like, maybe if it was calibrated wrong, then it has my base temperature of around 97 wrong as well. Or maybe it's off once it gets that high. I really don't know. There's a water energy to go with that Blastoise. All right, let's see, Matt. This is the last stream for a while. Yeah, I'm going to try, like, I put it right there. I've got it set that way. I just want to take back my Tuesday nights. But it's probably, like, tonight I would have fell asleep beside my wife. Like, we were getting pretty comfortable. The kids were coming in and out, but, you know, they do that. But then eventually they'll be in bed, and then, you know, it's like I wish I'd spent more time with them after they went to bed. But in the moment, you almost want to just kind of hurry it along, and you got to learn to not. Like, my little girl, a couple nights ago, she asked me again, you know, would I sleep with her? Would I just lay in bed with her? And I said, no, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to spend some time with mommy. But I wonder how many more times she's going to ask me that. Because my oldest daughter, she don't do it anymore. So my middle daughter, she's got to be coming up on that point where she's not going to do it anymore. And then I'm going to regret it, you know. All right. Killian says you can kind of see 104.5. Dude, I couldn't, like, from this side looking at the camera, I couldn't see it on the screen at all. But glad you guys could kind of see it a little bit. Nobody said smart idea on the shower. I took the shower, but it wasn't a cold one. Like, I was so chilly. I was not about to take a cold shower, but it ended up working. Lord Narwhal, you made up tough stuff. I didn't feel that bad. I had a really bad headache, but after I got out of the shower, like, I went and ate some of the soup that my wife had made, and that helped out. By the time I went to sleep, it had gotten back up to almost 105, but I was just so tired at that point, I just went to sleep. For me, it really wasn't that bad. The next day, my fever, it was around 100 for most of the day, but it dropped down pretty low by the end of the day, and then the next day it was just normal. I feel like if my wife had gotten that, it would have been pretty rough. Your body went into firestorm mode. Yeah, I like that. I like the way you said that. FDB says second Erica's Invitation SAR and not many packs. How much is that one running nowadays? Your immune system was in hyperdrive. I wonder if it had something also to do with my leg, because, like, that was not too long after my leg had been landed on, and it was cold. And I was told that's apparently some kind of, like, natural reaction that that your body does, like, when you have an infection in your muscles and it's trying to heal it, to, like, heal an injury or something. So I wonder if I had an infection and I was sick, and it was just, it drove it up. Oh, there's my baby. We both generally run low. Yeah, we do. I'm ready for you too, baby. We're getting there. Body saying, get out of here, virus. Phil C, has your kids ever sneaked in and opened some product they were not supposed to? So they've opened some product they weren't supposed to, but technically it was more my fault. I didn't realize what they were doing. Especially if you keep saying no. What am I saying no to? Yep. They say give piggyback rides to your kids while it lasts. Oh, man. Hopefully I can give them piggyback rides when they're an adult. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get what you're talking about, Anna. Mrs. Oakley special soup was healing qualities clearly. Yeah, it was a different type of soup that she's fixed before. It was like almost like a creamy type vegetable. Had a lot of green beans in it, but it was good. Ooh, man, pulled the Blastoise and the Charizard? Dang, dude. I mean, it's a little OC. Like, yeah, we got to dog it a little bit, but still great. You'll take that in an OC just about over any other card. Bam. Can you get the Venusaur as well? Nick, so I was actually reading that about the temperature at the time too, where 107 was supposed to be like you're almost losing consciousness. So that's why I jumped in the shower. I was actively texting Mimic Brew and Shiny Cards and Collectibles Ray, but I was coherent in what I was texting them, so I felt like I was all right. I'd have died point blank. My body does not handle sick well. I would have babied you, baby. She babied me, though, for a while. Westbrag, I caught COVID early on. It had me down for a week or more. When I got COVID, I believe I got COVID for the first time. I tested negative. I had a fever. I laid down. It was like a 3-hour nap, and then it was over. Except for the part where I couldn't smell, and my taste was off for a long time. But I just had a fever for a few hours, and that was it. Ghost said, when I got a 101 fever, I'm a basket case. Wife hates it. Chicken pot pie soup. So that's what she called it. Yeah, we've had a lot of good pulls tonight during the stream. I mean, we've opened up quite a bit of packs too. Southern Hype Collects. Nice. Happy birthday to me. So is this you, Andrew? Southern Hype Collects. Oh, another Erica's Invitation. Dang, dude. You've hit... Is this 4 SIR? Or 4? Yeah, 4 SA. Is it special art rares in 151? I can't remember. Or if it's special illustration rares. They changed it in one of those sets. Or maybe it's just SAR on the Japanese side. Another Poliwhirl, too. Nice little art rare. Might be time to pop an ibuprofen at that point, man. Actually, I did. I think I ended up taking 200 milligrams for that night. And I remember saying that to the doctor about my leg pain. He was like, well, you got to at least... Your prescription dose is like 2 400s or 2 500s or something like that. Because I usually take 400 milligrams, but that usually does the trick. Like, I'm pretty sensitive to it. I used to be real sensitive to caffeine, but when I've got a case of Monsters around, I typically drink 2 or 3 of those a week, and that makes me less sensitive over time. I wonder if it'd be like that if I just took more medicine. Like, I took ibuprofen yesterday before the basketball game because I knew that I was going to be pushing the muscles, and today I'm kind of limping around. Charizard EX. Still got 3 more packs for a shot at that Venusaur. Two packs. Or, I mean, we could just take another Charizard, right? Or a Psychic Energy. Alright, here it is. Last one for, I believe, Southern Hype Collects. Ninetales. Not bad. We'll run through your hits again just because you had so many. And you had some pretty good ones in there. Not bad for 151 packs. There's that Charizard. Blastoise. Yeah, 2 of those Poliwhirls. There, Erica's Invitation. There's your Blastoise. And a couple Alakazam full arts too. You had several duplicates. But nice to get the duplicate on the Charizard. Well, at least you got one. Plus the Blastoise. Alright, let me see what we got here. I'm going to refresh this, see if there's been any more orders put in. Okay, we have one order for Patrick. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. 10 Terrestrial Festival. Oh, wait, no, it's not 10 Terrestrial Festival. It's a Terrestrial Festival box. No bulk. Alright, so if you're wanting to get an order in, you need to do it now, because after this one, if there's been no more orders, we'll jump into the giveaway. Alright, Patrick, are you here? How did I lose a whole page of chat when I went over there? Yeah, prescription is like 100 to 1,000 milligrams, 400 milligrams like a child's dose. That's what usually works for me. I mean, I'll take 3 every now and then. Don't take ibuprofen if you don't need it. Bad for your liver. Solid round. Yep, that's me. Thanks for the opening. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks for letting me pull your stuff. Ghost said laggy or just me. It had to be on my end or something, because all this chat just flooded in at once. He said, someone else is saying laggy, yeah. So hopefully it's back and running. Anna says it's lagging for her too. Ghost says it's back. There's a Flareon. Amazing 151 packs. I agree. Blah says he's here. I guess Blah is Patrick. Nick says, someone order Heavy Gym Challenge. Entertain us. You could order it. I might actually be sending those to Dan. Let them have fun with it. Lord says, Tylenol is the one that's tough on your liver. Ibuprofen is harder on your kidneys. I think you just rotate them, right? If you have to take them both. Which I typically, I don't think I've been in pain to where I've had to do that. I think we've had to do it with our kids before. Or maybe it was you, Anna. Lord Narwhal says the chat froze. Pretty sure that means it was on YouTube side. Okay, well, great. Wasn't me. I mean, even if it had been, I can't do anything about it. This thing's plugged directly into the router, so. IMO, why would anyone pay someone else to open your packs? Hey, man, I think people just do it so they're hanging out and they're watching their packs opened up. It used to be that you could just have the cards graded through me, so it'd be one less step, but for shipping. But I think you've got a point, but still, many people like me open up the packs for them. They get to see it in real time, and they share it with other people in the chat. I think it's more like of an entertainment type thing. AI Trainer Smart, what are the odds of getting ROI from that gym challenge heavy? You'd have to pull like the Charizard, high grade Giovanni's Persian. It's probably not the greatest. It's going to be low, but I mean, you can. All right, last pack. I don't think we've had. All right, so we haven't had an SAR yet, so it's got to be in this one. The Pecharunt. That's the second Pecharunt. that we've had. Nick says, you're not paying for them to open, you're paying for the packs, but forfeit the fun of opening yourself. There we go. All right, Patrick. Go from a mask to a Petulant. Petulant's a little better. I don't think that's a mask, right? Still wouldn't be my favorite pick. I mean, of course, Evolutions would be the top. Wait, was this? Yeah, that was no ball. Wes says Rusty has better luck than me. All right, let me refresh this, see if there's been any more orders. I'm missing a little bit of the chat as it is. All right, there's no more orders in there, so let me pull up the Nightbot. Now, if you do still want to get in on the stream, you can do it now, but you're going to have to get in the order before the end of the giveaway. So let's run, we'll just do a keyword giveaway. Moderators and channels you have, and channel members, you have 3 times of a chance of regular viewers. Let's do, I am going to do Evolving Skies. If we have less than 2 hits, I'll throw in 3 prismatic packs as well. So let's, oh, there we go. Here's the keyword. I'm going to copy and paste it in here. So to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is copy and paste Evolving Skies into the chat. Just put it in there once, or the way the Nightbot works, it might push you out. But I'm going to open up 3, 6, 9, 10 Evolving Skies packs. If we don't get at least 2 hits, then I'll throw in 3 prismatic as well. All right, here we go. Are we going to pull the Umbreon? We're going to finish out strong. Pack number 1. All right, we got a Dracozolt. There's 1. Pack number 2. Got a Marshadow. Pack number 3. Nothing there. Pack number 4. Gosh. You're like falling apart. I forgot they changed over the packs from where they're like disintegrating, and it's almost like a waxy type thing. I remember, who was it? Cardinal Gaming. Mason, he had covered it in one of the sets where they had changed it over. Got a Galarian Moltres Hollow. All right, nothing there. 4 packs to go. Fred says, just finished a soccer game you play when younger. I didn't play. I mean, I played around. Evolving Cries, it's coming out. Ooh. Got a Leafeon full art. Little OC. Look at that one. All right, got 2 hits. All right. Nothing there. So we're going to throw in 3 prismatic packs. Didn't pull the Umbreon. Keyword should have been Evolving Cries. Got a Master Ball Houndour. About missed that one. Pack 2. Got a full art Ortega. All right, last pack. Unless somebody bought into the live. Whew, thought it was going to be a Master Ball Umbreon for a second, but we'll put that one in the hits as well with the Flareon. Got a nice Pokeball Umbreon. All right, let's see who the winner's going to be. Choose. Gatman, you are the winner. All right, Gatman. All you have to do to claim your prize is send me an email sitting there at the top of the screen. and let me know your mailing address, and then I will ship these cards right out to you. Definitely appreciate you for participating. And there's your prize. All right, I'm going to go refresh it. Make sure nobody else has put in an order. All right, there's nothing there. So that's it for tonight. I don't know when we're going to have the next live. Do not expect it next week. It may be a while. I don't know. But I've had a lot of fun. Definitely appreciate all the support you guys have had over this past probably year since the last time or so. I mean, it's probably been at least 6 months since we've had a break, I would think, for more than a few weeks. I know we did 2 weeks over Christmas and New Year's and stuff, but definitely appreciate everyone's support, and you guys have a great